Hi there, airport explorers. We're out here on the airfield at Toronto Pearson, and I want to tell you a little bit about how the runways and the taxiways work. So we have 5 runways. The runways are numbered by compass heading. That means the direction that the runway is heading on a compass. So in front of us we have runway 33 right, which means it's 330 degrees on the compass. We take off the last digit, and then we use the letter R because there's 2 runways that are next to each other. 33 right is the right-hand side of the 2 runways. And then behind, I think we have a big Korean Air aircraft taxiing in along a taxiway. So when they get off the runway, they turn onto a taxiway. And the taxiways are lettered instead of numbered. So there's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, etc. We're using the phonetic alphabet as we talked about before. So that Korean airplane, the pilot landed talking to the control tower in the background. That's the Nav Canada control tower. And the air traffic controller there cleared the plane to land and then handed it over to another air traffic controller in the same tower who's called the ground controller. So the one controller controls the runways and another controller controls the taxiways. And as the aircraft gets closer to the terminal building, it's going to be talking to yet another tower. Those people are called apron. And so that's the area that the aircraft are parked on. So on the apron, we have apron controllers clearing the aircraft to and from the gates. So it's not as complicated as it sounds, but you better learn that phonetic alphabet so you understand Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, all the way through to Zulu. In behind me, I have a taxiing Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 787. The aircraft is taxiing out for departure. It's on the apron, so right now the pilot is talking to the apron control tower. It'll switch to the tower controller and the ground controllers on its way to the runway. Next to that, there's a aircraft being towed by a tow crew. So it was parked somewhere else, and now they're getting ready to take it to the gate to get ready for a departure later on. And so that tow crew will also be talking to the apron tower. So it's very coordinated effort to make everything work nice and smooth. So we just saw a Boeing 737-800 taxi in on the gate. The pilot was following the marshal's rules, and there's a whole bunch of crew getting that aircraft parked safely now, and then they'll put the bridge onto the aircraft, which they're doing right now. And all these things have to happen to get an aircraft parked safely so that the passengers and the luggage can be offloaded, and then it can get ready to depart again with this new load of passengers and baggage. All right, here at Terminal 1 apron, we have an Air India Boeing 777 getting ready to go back to India. And this is a beautiful aircraft. You can see how massive that engine is there. But right behind the engine is what I want to point out. You see the 2 hoses coming down. That's the fueler. And what he's doing is he's pumping the fuel through the underground hydrants here at the airport from the far side of the field where the fuel is kept all the way through into the aircraft so that it can fly non-stop with all its passengers and luggage. All right, so we're out here on the roadway next to one of the runways. By the signs that are behind me, you can see the red and white 05-23. That tells the pilot that they're approaching the runway number 0523. From this end of the runway, we're departing to the west, so it's runway 23. If we were coming along the runway from the other end, it's runway 05. That's on a compass. So 050 degrees or 230 degrees. The Q and the H that you see on the signs are designating the taxiway that the pilot is actually on when they're getting close to the runway. So they would be told by the control tower, the ground controller, which position, which taxiway to take and which position to hold for the runway. And then they're handed over to the tower controller who clears the aircraft for takeoff. So we've had a fun day out here on the aprons and the airfield at Toronto Pearson. I hope you've learned a lot. Don't forget your phonetic alphabet. Here the sign we have tells me that either way, if I turn left or right, I'll be on Alpha Taxiway. And this WestJet Boeing 737-600 series is actually taxiing on Alpha right now. If I went straight ahead instead, I'd be following the arrow going up. That's November taxiway. Right now that's under construction, but that would tell me the direction for November. Now those are yellow signs with black writing. That's telling the pilot where they can go from where they are. The black sign with the yellow writing in the middle says AE, or Alpha Echo. That tells any pilot that's coming from this direction, you're at Alpha Echo now. You need to turn left or right for Alpha, or go straight ahead for November. I hope you learned a lot today with your phonetic alphabet and all the stuff here. This is Russ signing off. Over and out.